Welcome, bienvenue to Sant Live, where we bring you important information about issues that will affect our community. And so today it's a real pleasure for us to talk about the advanced child tax credit. We know how important this issue is. Clients have been asking about it for a while now. And so it's coming, folks. It's here, and we have an incredible team from the IRS. These are folks who've been working, who've been caring for our community for over 15 years now. And so you will join us in a good conversation. I'll go Theresa Lucotti-Bildik, Ana Raposo, and of course, our very own tax guru, Alphonse Pierre. And let's start with the conversation. You will speak in English, and I will try to give a brief, translation in Creole. So, Alphonse, take it away.
Thank you. Thanks, Leonie. Welcome to you all. Welcome to you, Aunt Theresa. This is a pleasure we have to receive you on Sant Live, Facebook Live, Telescopy Live, and welcome to you too, to Anna, because personally I have to say a great thanks to all of you guys, to both of you, because for your support throughout the years, more than 15 years, as Leonie just mentioned it, that you've been supporting Santla, you Anna through Vita, the Vita program as our relationship manager, and you Teresa as a LTA person. Of course, before it was from the task, and then now from as an LTA, you're still present with all those post-tax season issue that we might have. So to without further ado, we're going to go straight to the first question. Anna, that first question will be for you. The ARP, which is the American Rescue Plan, lay down a advanced child tax credit that starting rolling down probably from July 15, sorry. And my first question will be, what is exactly the child tax credit, and what is different from the advanced child tax credit payment that is coming now?
Okay, so the child tax credit is a non-refundable credit. It's used mainly to reduce the tax liability and has different rules depending on the tax year. Now, the expanded child tax credit is part of the American Rescue Plan, as you mentioned, and it was signed by President Joe Biden in March. Important changes are coming to the child tax credit, which will help many families get advance payments of the credit starting this summer. So the difference is that you're going to be getting, the credit is a little higher. It is $3,000 instead of $2,000 for children ages 6 to 17, and $3,600 for children 5 and under. So you'll be getting half of it in the months coming from July 15th, as you mentioned, through December 2021 on a monthly basis, and the remainder will be able to be claimed once the 2021 tax return is filed.
Thank you. And the next question.
Can I translate that a little bit, please?
Of course.
And Alphonse, correct me if I'm wrong, because are you saying that 3,000, that the usual child tax credit is 2,000 per child, right?
Right.
And now it's been increased to 3,000?
Correct.
For 2021 alone?
For now, that's how it is. For 3,000 for children between the ages of 6 to 17, and 3,600 for children under 5 and under.
Okay, and then that they will get, part of it is going to be disbursed between July and December. Correct. And the remainder will be, they were able to access it when they fill out their tax returns.
Correct.
Donc, et child tax, ça que Madame Ana Raposo de IRS dit nous, c'est que gon advanced child tax credit qui est différent de l'argent que nous recevons chaque fois que nous prenons taxe pour Timounio. D'habitude, taxa, c'est un ajustement de $2000 par petit monde. Année ça, président Biden signait un acte qui dit que chaque famille a pour recevoir $3000 pour petit monde de 6 ans à 17 ans et $3600 pour petit monde qui est petit. Donc, paiement il a commencé le 15 juillet et puis il a fini en décembre. Donc, pour $3600, ça ou bien $3000, ça, nous capables de prendre balance là, nous fil tax nous en février, en janvier ou février.
Oui.
Another 2 points that I like to mention, if I may, the entire credit is refundable and there's no income is required. So I wanted to point out those 2.
What do you mean that somebody doesn't have to be working?
Correct.
Correct.
Donc, on va très important que le dit, c'est que toute l'argent ça, nous capables de recevoir l'en fait taxe là, parce que nous pas obligés à travailler, parce que normalement, pour Earned Income Tax Credit, si on est obligé, parents obligés à travailler. Mais dans le cas ça, parents pas obligés à travailler pour recevoir refund là. Donc, depuis que nous qualifions pour 3600 ça, ou bien 3000 ça, en janvier ou bien en février 2022, nous sommes capables de recevoir balance de l'argent ça.
Correct.
By filing taxes or automatically?
It all depends. If they have filed the 2019 or 2020 tax return and they have claimed a child tax credit in those 2 returns, then they have to take no action. It'll be coming monthly. If they have not filed the 2019 or 2020 tax return, they do need to take action so that they can claim it. And if they do not have a filing requirement, the non-filer tool is an avenue for them to be able to enter that information in there so they can start getting the payments.
OK, well, nous allons parler de ça encore parce que dans un processus qui peut nous suivre pour que les parents puissent recevoir l'argent. Donc, nous allons retourner sur ça plus tard.
That's correct. And then this bring the question now, the portal that is that you're talking about, where people can go and claim or add their children if they weren't in their tax for 2019 or 2020. So is this portal allowed us to register children that were born in 2021? This is a very important question because we receive those questions from taxpayers who came here and asked that question. So
absolutely.
Alphonse mandé, est-ce que tout le monde qui fait en 2000 dans l'année ça 2021 qualifié pour taxe pour l'argent ça?
Go ahead, Anna.
Yes. So there's 2 portals. One is for the non-filer, which is the one to file if you have not filed or, if you don't have a filing requirement, or you would need to file the 2019 or 2020. And if you have a child that was born in 2021, there is the child tax credit update portal, which allows you to inform the IRS about qualifying children you will claim on your 2021 tax return. And the reason for that is so that we can adjust your estimated 2021 child tax credit and therefore adjust the amount of your monthly advanced child tax credit payments. So for individuals who did claim children for the child tax credit on 2019 and 2020, they're going to be getting them automatically. For those that were born in 2021, they would need to update the portal on the child tax credit update portal by informing the IRS that they will be claiming a child in 2021.
Leonie?
Réponse là, c'est que si nous faisons Timoun en 2021, c'est pour nous ajuster réponse nous pour montrer que gon Timoun qui fait parce que IRS pas pour ajouter non Timoun ça automatiquement, mais Timoun qualifié.
Tout à fait. Of course. Now, the next one for you, Theresa, because we're going to switch a little bit because Theresa has been waiting, I guess, for a while. Theresa, as a LTA, how would you define the role?
What's LT, please?
Oh,
What?
LTA is the local taxpayer advocate. So how would you define your organization within the IRS? How would you define that?
Well, I would define it as we are independent organization within the IRS. So we are IRS employees. However, our mission is to advocate on behalf of taxpayers. And we help taxpayers who are having issues with the IRS, and we help them resolve their issues.
Leonie?
Madame Theresa a un gros rôle que l'a joué. Son employé, qui ça elle tient veut dire encore?
Local taxpayer advocate. Eh bien,
Donc,
vous pouvez laisser
lui-même, c'est un membre,
avocat local.
c'est lui-même qui fait plaidoyer pour monde qui a un problème avec taxe. Donc, l'organisation, lui, sont employés de IRS, mais vraiment, ils ont un rôle indépendant que lui jouer parce que le rôle que eux-mêmes y a joué, c'est pour faire plaidoyer, pour aider les gens qui ont taxe, pour faire un petit, pour faire un petit parler en faveur, pour aider les gens qui ont un problème, résoudre le problème que vous avez avec IRS. Donc, son rôle indépendant que le gagnant dans IRS, bien que son employé de IRS.
Good. Thanks, Leonie. Now, Theresa, who qualify for that service? Because I imagine people making $200,000, they can't come to you and say, we have an issue with the IRS, and you're not going to probably help them because of their income. I guess who qualify exactly?
Basically, we don't look at income. We don't care about income. We look at taxpayers and we ask them to try to resolve their issue on their own. If they are unsuccessful at resolving their issue on their own, then they can come to us. And we also have taxpayers who are facing a hardship and cannot wait. They cannot go through the normal time frame of trying to resolve their issue on their own. And those taxpayers who are facing a hardship can come to us directly. But it's important for us to realize there is no income limit. Even millionaires can come to us. If they have not been able to successfully resolve their issue on their own, they can ask for our assistance. Our assistance is completely free.
Donc, question que Alphonse posait à Madame Theresa, c'est est-ce que c'est tout le monde qui est qualifié pour assistance? Parce que rappelez que la fait plaidoyer pour le monde qui a un problème avec taxe. Donc, il dit que pas de aucune limite, même un millionnaire capable de venir, mais il a demandé moun yo d'abord, avant que eux-mêmes yo intercédé, il a demandé moun yo à essayer de résoudre le problème yo pour compte yo. Et c'est là yo pas capable de résoudre le problème là que yo kounya retourner et puis organisation ka aider. Mais il dit que il y a des moun tout que ça y est les hardships. Ça veut dire si on en situation grave, si par exemple on parle perdre du cas, on série de bagages graves qui urgent, il dit que les un problème ça y est, alors et organisation non pas tant que à essayer résoudre pour compte yo intercéder immédiatement.
Theresa, to that, just to follow up on that question, you mentioned hardship. What type of hardship? Who qualify for that hardship? Can you give us an example, palpable example of that?
Absolutely. It could be a lot of times the hardship is a financial hardship. For example, I don't have money to pay my rent and my landlord is going to evict me because I was hoping that my refund would come and I could pay my rent. That's a good example. It could be I can't pay my utilities, I have a shut-off notice, or it could be something the IRS is auditing me and they want me to produce all these records or they want me to do this. And if I do that, it's going to cost me thousands and thousands of dollars in attorney fees or to work with. So it could be, a high cost. It could be irreparable damage. If I don't, for example, if I don't get a transcript of my account, I am going to lose the deposit that I paid on a house and I will not get the deposit back. So it could be anything like that. The majority of taxpayers that come to us with the hardship are the economic hardship to where they're being evicted or going to have shut off notice, car repossessions, things like that.
Donc, Alphonse m'a dit, qui ça que ça veut dire hardship? Qui ça qui urgence qui fait que organisation et Madame Theresa a intervenu? Il dit que, bon, il y a différentes sortes de hardship. Par exemple, si yo on gade que y a peut-être $2,000, $3,000 de tax return et puis l'argent pas vini, que IRS kembe l'argent, yo ka al parler avec lui, dire que si pas recevoir l'argent, ça pas capable de payer le loyer, mais une série de dépenses qui nécessaires, essentielles pour bien-être, mais que pas capable de payer, est-ce que au cas il dit dans cas ça le cas est bien. Bien l'autre bagaille tout, il dit que IRS a fait audit, il a audit toute affaire, mais pour mal joindre documentation ça, c'est pour mal payer toute une fortune par avocat que moi pas gagné. Donc dans ce sens, il dit que c'est là ça, c'est ça qui c'est surtout des urgences financières qui permettent d'intervenir en urgence.
Thank you, Leonie. Now, our next question will be for Ana. And Ana, you mentioned that the taxpayer, the advanced child tax credit will be rolling down starting July 15. But
Correct.
any taxpayer when choosing opting out, do they have that option to say, hey, I don't want to receive that money and I prefer to receive it at tax time?
Question, c'est que l'argent vini, nous tenons que depuis mon petit monde, ça veut dire sous te déclarer petit monde dans tax, because the way the IRS knows is if people file with the children already, right?
That's correct.
So sous fil IRS avec application taxe avec Timounio, montre que mon petit bébé 2 ans, ou mon l'autre Timoun qui a 13 ans, l'autre Timoun qui a 14 ans, et puis l'argent vient sur le 15 juillet. Est-ce qu'au cas d'IRS, quel est l'argent, s'il vous plaît, m'pavle?
Say so. Yes, please, Ana.
Absolutely. If the taxpayers prefer, they can use the child tax credit update portal, which allows them to unenroll or opt out from receiving the monthly payments. Okay, so that they can receive a lump sum when they file their tax return next year. So absolutely, they can choose to opt out using that portal.
Donc, on portail, on site dans IRS là qui permettent n'importe quel individu, surtout un parent qui peut recevoir l'argent pour aller pour opt-out, ça veut dire pour dire pas vouloir recevoir le courrier, m'attendre donc pas vouloir recevoir par $300 ou bien par $250 par mois, mais m'attendre les fil tax moi en janvier ou bien en février ou bien en mars pour recevoir tout l'argent. Donc si on a 3 petits monde et supposé recevoir ou bien 3,500 ou bien $3,000 par petit monde, au lieu que mon accepte recevoir l'argent par petit morceau pendant 6 mois, mon a dit qu'un de l'argent m'a pris en juillet ou en janvier ou bien en février. Donc oui, ou bien choix pour dire non, pourquoi pas bon l'argent qu'on y a et pas venir. But what about people who just say, I'm afraid that it's going to be like a public charge thing. I don't want the money at all.
It will be my next.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yes. Yeah. My next for you, Ana, would be are those payments taxable, and is there any kind of issue with people who receive public benefits already? You know, will those affect these payments?
Question c'est, est-ce que vous pouvez taxer moun sur l'argent ça? Donc, il y a $3,600 par petit moun, il y a $3,000 par petit moun. Quand il y a question, est-ce que revenu ça, est-ce que don ça, est-ce que le taxable, est-ce que vous pouvez mettre un impôt sur lui? Et l'autre question tout, c'est que, est-ce qu'il a considéré l'argent ça quand vous savez on public benefit. Nous connaissons que nous-mêmes immigrants, parfois nous avons un problème avec les public benefits parce que ça veut par exemple welfare, parce que nous considérons que si ma PC vous cherche un monde en Haïti, yo ka di, ah, nous pas ka quitter faire ça parce que ou montrer nous qu'on pas ka occuper tête ou obligé à chercher food stamp ou à chercher welfare, donc nous pas capable quitter faire mon rentrer. Donc question c'est que est-ce que immigration va considérer ça comme une sorte de dépendance sur l'État, elle n'a pas recevoir l'argent ça.
Yes, Anna.
Regarding your first question, are advanced child tax credit payments taxable? The answer is no. The advanced child tax credit payments are not income and will not be reported as income on your 2021 tax return. The advanced child tax credit payments are an advance payment of your tax year 2021 child tax credit. So definitely it is not income reported on those years. Regarding your second question, if these payments will affect any government benefits, and the answer again is no. The advanced child tax credit payments cannot be counted as income when determining eligibility for benefits or assistance under any federal, state, or local programs financed in whole or in part with federal funds. So the answer is no to both.
His question was, would it be considered a public benefit? Like a welfare payment, like a food stamp payment? No. Okay, no. That was the question, because some immigrants, if I'm a US citizen and I'm petitioning for my husband to come, if I go and ask for food stamps, I'm going to be considered sort of dependent on government assistance, and my petition to send for my relative may not be accepted. And so that's why some people are reluctant to take anything, even sometimes school lunch programs, because they're afraid that it will fall under that category. So, Madame Anna dit que l'argent ça, yo pas taxé nous sous lui. Pas de aucun taxe parce que ça fait partie de Earned Income Tax Credit. Hein? Donc, c'est l'argent ça, c'est on avance. Yo ban un petit avance sur ça que nous, qui revenu nous de droit en janvier 2022. Il dit tout que même si nous recevoir l'argent l'État, si nous dépendons sur assistance l'État pour nous survivre, ça veut dire que nous avons cash assistance, nous avons food stamp, nous ne pas considérer l'argent ça comme un salaire ou revenu. Donc, nous n'avons pas besoin de peur, nous ne pas qualifier pour assistance. Si c'est de ça que nous dépendons pour nous aider famille, nous n'avons pas besoin de peur, nous ne pas considérer ça comme un salaire, un revenu qui peut déqualifier nous pour bénéficier.
Thank you, Leonie. Our next question will be for the LTA, Theresa. Theresa, we're living in South Florida in a very diverse community where we have something like 30 different languages being spoken there. So do you have a kind of system that can assist people with language?
Yes, we do. We have, on my staff, I have several Spanish speakers. I have one Haitian Creole speaker, but of course that's never enough. So what we have is we have the ability to call a taxpayer through an interpreter service. So we would contact the interpreter line. The interpreter would contact the taxpayer and translate for us so that we do not necessarily have to speak the language that the taxpayer speaks, but we can communicate effectively. So the interpreter service is available for many, many languages. I know that in South Florida, we have pockets of other languages, Portuguese, Russian, and many other languages, and we can speak with the taxpayer through this interpreter service.
La question, c'est que dans le programme, Madame Theresa, qui c'est pour aider les gens qui ont un problème, les gens qui payent taxes et qui ont un problème avec l'ARS, Alphonse dit que dans la communauté noire, côté que c'est pas tout le monde qui parle anglais, est-ce que il y a une assistance dans le bureau? Il dit oui, que il y a pile de monde qui parle espagnol, il y a un monde qui parle créole haïtien, mais il dit que comme parfois ça pas suffit, il y a un contrat avec une agence de traduction que yo ka rele, que yo ka rele pour communiquer avec n'importe qui monde qui parle, qui rele yo, nan langue monde. Donc, c'est comme ça que il y a une traduction en créole, en portugais, en toutes sortes de langues, parce que vous connaissez que non seulement la communauté ça, mais les États-Unis en général sont vraiment un bol de salade avec toutes sortes de flaveurs, de feuilles, de légumes là-dedans. Alphonse?
Yes, thank you. Sorry, but yeah. The next question will be also for Theresa. You know, our community has been really, really affected by the pandemics, and you know, a lot of people lost their job and they have money issue. We know the government step up and you know to make it easier for them, but nonetheless, we have observed that a lot of taxpayers hasn't received their refund yet because there's some issue with the IRS here. Under the systemic issue, you know, one of the most critical problems, I think, according to the last report from TAS, could you maybe step in? Could your organization step in and provide more help in that regard?
Alphonse dit que comme c'est année de pandémie, ça, côté que moun gen pile problème, moun perd du travail, gen un pile problème économique, gen un pile moun qui, malgré ça, a gen problème avec IRS, surtout yo pas recevoir l'argent que yo pensé que yo pas recevoir. Oui, tax refund. Donc, demander à Theresa, est-ce que gon façon que ka travaille avec moun sa yo pour vraiment aider ou clarifier pour que ça va recevoir et faire que recevoir l'argent beaucoup plus rapidement.
Theresa?
Yes, and absolutely. We assist plenty of taxpayers every single day. And we, for example, we have lots of cases in my office to where the taxpayers are still waiting on their 2019 refunds. And usually there is some issue, either a missing form or maybe the income or the withholding on the return is not the same as what was reported to the IRS. Usually there is some issue to resolve, and that's why the refund has not been paid out yet. But we absolutely do assist taxpayers in those situations. So yes, we can help.
Ok, Theresa dit que oui, chaque jour, il y a travaillé avec un pile cas de monde qui pas recevoir l'argent yo, et parfois c'est une forme que pas inclus, parfois c'est une sorte de problème entre monde que yo claim et puis monde que IRS que rapporté en l'autre côté. Donc tout ça yo a fait que un bon problème pour que yo recevoir l'argent, mais elle dit que l'organisation nan travaille en pile avec monde ça yo et un pile succès pour faire l'argent finalement à joindre taxpayer.
Thank you, Leonie. Our next question will be, because we have something like 4 minutes left, and we're going to go a little bit faster. So our next question will be for Ana. And then Ana, how, we've seen when, for instance, the IRS has that type of initiative to promote something for low-income taxpayer clinic, we always have people out there doing scam and trying to, stealing those benefits from those low-income families. How would how should people avoid scam in that, relating to the advanced child tax credit?
You're absolutely right, Alphonse. And unfortunately, that may happen. And so the IRS urges everyone to be on the lookout for scam artists trying to use the advanced child tax credit payments as a cover for schemes and to steal personal information and money. So very important to be on the lookout for that. The IRS will never initiate contact by text, social media, or email, requesting financial information or personal information. So be on the lookout also for emails with attachments or links claiming to have the special information about the advanced child tax credit or the child tax credit. So very important to be on the lookout for that. You know, the IRS, like I said, will not be contacting taxpayers through these mediums. They will send letters. So be very careful out there, because unfortunately, it may be the opportunity for scam artists to do something like this.
Question ça très importante parce que nous connaissons que dehors, les gens l'argent, il y a un pile volet, il y a un pile monde qui veut commettre fraude, qui veut venir voler l'argent. Donc, Alphonse dit, qui précaution pour nous prendre? Parce que il y a un pile monde qui fait impersonnel, il fait comme si c'est IRS purier, il relève, il voit texte, il voit email pour. Ana dit que IRS pas jamais contacter monde par texte, SMS jamais, téléphone jamais, email jamais. IRS c'est pas une lettre que vous voyez par la poste pour nous. Donc pas le bail mon information non, pas le payer mon série de gros l'argent pour faire bagay ça pour nous. Pas bailler mon information nous pour profiter encore de tout l'argent que nous pourrons recevoir. Donc, faites très attention, pas bailler information nous, pas répondre à texte, pas répondre à téléphone et pas répondre à email. C'est par US mail seulement que IRS écrit nous et nous avons clairement que l'information que nous sortie de IRS. Donc, faites très attention avec ça.
Thank you, Leonie. Thank you. Our last, I think, intervention will be about that event, guys. You know that the IRS has been holding that child tax credit event for 2-3 months now, talking about it. And then we have those 2 days that are exceptional, where the IRS will open its door to the public without any appointment, so they can come and whatever their issue, they can come and inquire about the issue and see if it can be resolved. Can you just briefly talk to us about it?
Sure. So the IRS has scheduled 4 events. 2 will be at a partner, such as Sant, who has graciously hosted the event this past Friday, June 25th, and there will be an upcoming one on Friday, July 9th. And so it is open for taxpayers that may need to file their 2019 or 2020 tax return to be able to claim the child tax credit. And also 2 other events will be, one took place already, which was Saturday, June 26th at the Miami office, downtown office, TAC office, the Taxpayer Assistance Center. And so we'll be there offering the same services that we offer on Fridays at Sant. We'll be there next coming Saturday, July 10th. And so we're there from 10 to 7 on Saturday at the Miami downtown office, providing assistance to taxpayers that have any questions or that need to do their returns. We'll be there to assist in this endeavor so that taxpayers can be able to claim the child tax credit if they haven't filed a return, or if they need assistance with any other questions that they may have on their tax accounts.
Donc, ça que Madame Raposo dit, c'est que nous avons une grosse opportunité et nous avons fait déjà, et nous avons fait en juin, le 25 juin dans ce centre-là, et que nous avons fait encore le 9 juillet. Et c'est une grosse opportunité. Toute la journée, agent de IRS a pu venir dans ce centre-là pour aider n'importe qui dans la communauté qui voulait ou bien finalement file tax return pour ça inclut notre monde dépendant que si on pas fait en 2019 et qu'on a payé par exemple sur un fonds petit en 2021, si on voulait inclure tout monde ça pour considérer à commencer à voir l'argent en juillet, son opportunité pour nous faire ça, son opportunité pour venir régler n'importe qui sorte de problème que nous gagnons si nous avons taxe, un problème avec taxe. Donc, il y a plein ou bien le samedi, dans propre bureau qui downtown Miami, ou bien vendredi, y a là dans centre là à 133-90 West Dixie Highway et y a là pendant toute la journée pour yo assister membres de communauté hein, qui intéressés pour ajuster pour ou bien faire income yo qui sont dépendants, qui veulent ajouter non dépendants yo, c'est opportunité que nous gagnons pour faire ça le vendredi 9 juillet à Saint-Là.
Merci, Leonie. And I think I have to add also Theresa will be there. Theresa will be exactly with us with a team, the task team, and then they can talk about, they can try to help people that have issues that we've been discussing this hour.
Oh,
So,
Madame Theresa Platou, donc, moun qui a un problème, moun qui besoin essayer résoudre des problèmes que vous gagnez, sont opportunités pour nous joindre aux membres de Tax Assistance en team qui viennent aider nous, clarifier, rectifier et finalement résoudre problème que nous avons avec IRS qui permet de nous recevoir l'argent. Donc, c'est une grosse chaîne opportunité que nous avons gagné pour nous ajuster statut, nous, ajouter notre timon, si timon en fait en 2021, ajouter notre timon et puis si on problème qui vient pour résoudre, une très bonne opportunité pour nous joindre gros monde qui fait plaidoyer pour nous.
Thank you, Leonie. Thank you. This is that. I think that will be the last word. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for responding so spontaneously to our invitation. Thanks to you also Theresa, for that help, all those precious advice, precious information that you gave. And until next time, that will be the next edition. Will be next Thursday for Facebook Live. And I thank you all for participating to that live. Thank you.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank
Bye.
you. Merci en pile.
Bye.
Gracias.
Merci en pile.
De nada.
Bye bye.